Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Pivot Boss pre-market video for Friday, November 22nd, 2024. I am Frank Ochoa, aka Pivot Boss. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's a look at the ES in the daily time frame. This week has been a week where we've seen early selling pressure followed by late day strength, early selling pressure, late day strength, day over day over day. That's how we're seeing some of these V-bottom reversals, these check mark days to the upside. And we're already starting off that way here today. Overnight selling pressure, pre-market selling pressure, a little bit of a double bottom, and then a push higher off that double bottom as of right now. The expectation is for kind of a sideways to up type of move today, finishing on the highs of the week and perhaps getting as high as the 59.94 level. We could be looking at a melt up phase as we head into next week's holiday shortened week, and that could take us well beyond 6,000 and perhaps higher through new all-time highs. So again, we're looking at a continuation higher, especially ever since we developed the day one rejection low. That strong low right there suggests 1 to 3 weeks of strength up ahead. So we could be looking at quite a bit more upside down the road. Looking at the NQ, similar price action here as well. Some low range price action heading into the RTH Open, just half of average range. But again, notice the style days we're having here. Early selling pressure followed by strong reversals day after day after day. Again today, a little bit of selling pressure here in the 3 o'clock a.m. hour. A double bottom reversal as well for this one. Again, rotating back off of those lows. And we could be looking at a continuation to the upside up ahead. A push to the previous session's high could be in play by the end of the session. And when you look at the last several days of trading, I mean, again, this looks like kind of a compression phase here, and if this market can push back above the 21K level, it opens up some elongation, which could happen next week during the holiday shortened week. So anticipating sideways to up price action here today with a likely finish near or at the highs of the session. Looking at crude oil, a little bit of a pullback here for crude, down 0.5% right now. This one has also slowly crept higher this week, especially after an aggressive bounce off the 67 level on Monday. Since then, we've had kind of this little upward sloping channel here. Modest higher highs day over day, modest higher lows day over day. And the idea here was if this thing can recover $70, we have a shot to rotate back towards 72.40 to 72.50. And even if that move were to play out, again, given the bearish directional bias and the bearish seasonality, we could be looking at a drop back down. But that's even if we get that high. We'll see. As of right now, we're still kind of on a line here where after some weak upward price action here, we could see this market encounter some selling pressure and another rotation back down. 67 though remains a major area of support for this market. All right, looking at gold futures, this one's up 0.7% right now. Big time up move here, and a continuation has been seen. Again, a really strong intraday low with the potential for a decent little swing move, but it has really turned into a major swing move here. The day after day strength has been intense. This market reaching back to the FOMC key level above 2703.20 and reaching it here today. We're now coming into 2720, which is kind of a CLVN in the chart here. So again, that's going to be a key level to continue to watch here, as this recent move here could be coming to an end depending on how significant the upper end of this selling pressure becomes. But overall, very, very strong market here. To recover 2720 would start to open up recent highs again, which would be pretty impressive here for this market given the magnitude of selling that preceded this bounce. So continuing to watch this today. Again, if it gives up today's midpoint, today's developing midpoint 2691.30, that could be an indication a tail event could develop. All right, let's take a look here at the YM. The YM is about break even at the moment. Doji-like day. selling pressure in the 3 o'clock hour and a bounce from those lows. Given the previous session's high range day, this was over 700 points of range. 763 points of range, one of the biggest days we've seen in a long while outside of the day after election day. And when you have something like that, it could be a holding pattern in the day that follows. If you remember here, day after election day, 1,500 point move, and then right here you kind of had a digestive day, and we're seeing a similar day at a similar spot. So digestive day with an upward bias. Again, this market likely to close at or near the highs of the week, with a likely melt up phase that takes place into next week, likely toward new all-time highs. Now looking at Bitcoin here, Bitcoin hit 100,000, at least the futures did. Bitcoin hit 100,000 here right in overnight trading. This is 100,005 is the exact high, and since that move we've seen selling pressure back down, with the price dropping back to 97,710 just minutes ago. Minutes ago it hit that low and then started to bounce. This is impressive movement. We talked about the potential to hit 100K, but it started again with a couple of check mark months here, that check mark move, and then we talked about the next month being a check mark move that could take us to 74. But if we break through 74 in a transition day style like we did on that day right there, it's going to open up 80K and 92,285. We got those targets very quickly, and now the sights were set on 100K and a continuation to about 120,000 up ahead. We can take this key range off the table now, or we can add extensions to it, but it's a big time push to all of these targets in a very quick manner. Look at this move here, 67 to 100K. That's a tremendous move that we've seen here just this month. A significant checkmark continuation, and 100K is now hit. At some point here we could see this thing kind of build some energy, or perhaps even pull back for a key range development, but the upward trajectory remains intact regardless. Even if this thing were to pull back fairly deep, like say 80,000, we still have a shot to make a move to 120K heading into the end of the year and into Q1 of 2025. So very, very strong out of Bitcoin. Ethereum down about 2% here today. This one had a huge day in the previous session, hit 3,400 again here the last couple of days, kind of rotating back down just a little bit. Large form rounded bottom here developing with 3,400, maybe even 3,600 coming in as resistance. Through that level really starts to open up 4,000 and 4,300 up ahead. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the weekend. This will be the last pre-market video for the next week of trading. Again, please give me a like, share, and a subscribe. We'll be back at it again after the holiday week. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving holiday in the U.S., and we'll see you soon. Take care.